Nature, within the broadest sense, is that the natural, physical, or material world or universe. Nature can ask the phenomena of the physical world, and also to life generally. The study of nature may be a large, if not the sole, a part of science. Although humans are a part of nature, act is usually understood as a separate category from other natural phenomena. The word nature is derived from the Latin word natura, or essential qualities, innate disposition, and in past, literally meant birth. In ancient philosophy, natura is typically used because the Latin translation of the Greek word physis, phi sigma iota sigma, which originally related to the intrinsic characteristics that plants, animals, and other features of the planet develop of their own accord. The concept of nature as an entire, the physical universe, is one among several expansions of the first notion. It began with certain core applications of the word phi sigma iota sigma by pre-Socratic philosophers, though this word had a dynamic dimension then, especially for Heraclitus, and has steadily gained currency ever since. During the arrival of recent methodology within the last several centuries, nature became the passive reality, organized and moved by divine laws. With the economic revolution, nature increasingly became seen because a part of reality deprived from intentional intervention. It had been hence considered as sacred by some traditions, Rousseau, American transcendentalism, or a mere decorum for divine providence or human history, Hegel, Marx. However, a vitalist vision of nature, closer to the pre-Socratic one, got reborn at an equivalent time, especially after Darwin. Within the varied uses of the word today, nature often refers to geology and wildlife. Nature can ask the overall realm of living plants and animals, and in some cases to the processes related to inanimate objects, the way that specific sorts of things exist and alter of their own accord, like the weather and geology of the world. It is often taken to mean the natural environment or wilderness, wild animals, rocks, forest, and usually those things that haven't been substantially altered by human intervention, or which persist despite human intervention. For example, manufactured objects and human interaction generally aren't considered a neighborhood of nature, unless qualified as an example, human nature or the whole of nature. This more traditional concept of natural things which can still be found today implies a distinction between the natural and thus the synthetic, with the synthetic being understood as that which has been brought into being by a person's consciousness or a person's mind. Depending on the actual context, the term natural may additionally be distinguished from the unnatural or the supernatural.